G'day, it's Robbie here from Ensley Coins, and I wanted to make a video today to sort of tell you how you can get high demand products from the mint at RRP and at release. So what happens is a few times a year the mint will release these products and everyone will go out and people will just be unable to get their hands on them. They'll try through the mint, they can't get through. They'll then go to dealers and they're all sold out. So people are then forced to make a decision. Do they go on the secondary market and pay an arm and a leg for it, or do they go without? And that's a terrible decision for a true collector to have to make. And you know, I feel very sorry for collectors in that situation. So basically this happens in a couple of situations. The first one is when the mint gets an order from another company or another mint or whatever, and they're commissioned to make a coin. Now, in this case, coin dealers don't get access to them wholesale, because the coins are made and then taken off by the company who's ordered them and they then sell it. A great example of this is the 2022 Great Barrier Reef Top $5 proof coin. That was a commission coin, so the mint sold maybe 100, and if you missed out on those, then you missed out. And coin dealers didn't get access to it because unless they had an agreement with the company that was selling them, then you know it just wasn't an option. But the vast majority of the time, and this is in the case of most proof coins, most uncirculated coins, RAM rolls, C-mint mark cards, your dealer is going to have access to them and they are going to get them at wholesale, which means effectively they can sell it at RRP and make a margin. So these coins are often sold at RRP on release, but they then quickly sell out and the price then balloons. So you might find that a coin that sells for $100 at RRP is selling for $200, sort of, you know, 2, 4, 6 hours after sellout. And, you know, it really, the market just goes a bit silly. Coin dealers will often have to watch this market and watch that space, and they'll have to increase their prices to match the market. This is essentially the result of, if they don't, the people who are best equipped in terms of time and resources to get these coins are secondary dealers who aren't actually businesses. They're just people who are speculators. And they will then just buy up all the rolls cheap and make all the money. So instead of making a percentage, you know, they'll make a huge percentage. That's why I think the secondary market of speculators is really bad for collectors, because they take coins that are meant for collectors out of collectors' hands, and they jack up the prices. So the question then becomes, how do you, as a collector, get these coins at RRP and on release? Well, it's simple. You build up a strong relationship with the coin dealer. A coin dealer has access that the secondary market will never have. You know, you get your wholesale, so you can sell at RRP and make money, and you get access. You know, secondary markets, secondary sellers don't have the access, and they can't sell at RRP, especially if they're buying it for RRP. So build up a relationship with a coin dealer, support their business, and they will be, you know, it's in their own self-interest to support you. I know for myself that I'm very interested in supplying collectors, people who are very interested in building their collections and enjoy the hobby, but I'm not interested in supplying secondary sellers. And this is sort of the great pull and tag that a coin dealer faces. If I stay at RRP after release on a very popular coin, if I have some excess stock, the people who, as I said before, will get them, they'll tend to be the secondary sellers who are scouting every website looking for any vulnerability. They'll get it, and then they'll sell it on. And so, you know, they'll sell it at $250 if I'm selling at $100, say. I don't want to permit that to happen. So I will move with the market to try to disincentivize them from buying my product. And I will still try to be on the cheaper side than average, but I don't want it to be at a price where the secondary market will buy it. Now, in doing that, I'm increasing the price on collectors, which I don't like to do. So it's a real pull and tug, and it's something that, you know, I think people think coin dealers are trying to rip people off, but there is a consideration there where it's actually not. You're just trying to not feed a beast, in a sense. So, anyway, if you come a good contact and someone who supports my business, and I know you're a collector, I would obviously sell you things at RRP, even if they're highly desirable, if I have the inventory. That's sort of how it works. You support my business and I support you. So I think the greatest thing you can do is build that relationship. It also is very evident to a coin dealer when people only show up with really new items. They want 5 or 10 of them, or even a couple, and they're only the ones that are highly desirable. They're sort of in it for the wrong reasons, I would say, and their sole purpose is to try to on-sell them. It becomes very obvious. You might get away with it once or twice, but by the third or fourth time, it's very clear what you're doing. And if you're doing that, I'm not going to supply you. You'll have to pay the market price. I'm not going to do any favors for a person like that. A great example of that was I had a customer who bought a roll from me. I heavily discounted it, bought it as part of a large collection. I heavily discounted it for that person, and the following week it was for sale, and I saw it sell on their account. So they had effectively used my goodwill to get an exceptionally good price, and I had thought they were just a collector and they needed it for their collection, and then they sold it for twice what I sold it for them for. So they made a fortune, and I sort of think I was in the red on that sale. So that was very disheartening, and it's a good lesson and a good example of what I'm trying to explain here. So look, my view is, if you're a good customer and you come in, you buy coins, and you contact me and you're interested, I'll do whatever I can to get you high demand products. I might not always have the allocation I want. It might have sold out, but if you talk to me, I will do what I can. I will be very loyal to you because, I want people to continually come back, have a great time, spend money with us. So building that relationship is so beneficial. Also, if you have a history of purchasing and you're a great customer, I might have a bunch of items. Say I have 50 as a quantity of whatever. I might say, well, I've got 20 customers who are great customers who I know will want 1 or 2. So I might only put 20 on the website, so I can try to fill my customers' orders, my regular customer orders. And so that's why building this relationship can be beneficial in ways you might not see intuitively. So look, at the end of the day, being a good customer, creating good relations with a coin dealer, that's the way to get coins at a good price and to get high in demand coins. It's the most certain way to do it, and that's how you do it. I mean, that's the reality of it all. Anyway, I hope you have a lovely day. Please feel free to visit me at my website at ensleycoins.com. And also feel free to send me an email if you'd like at ensleycoins@gmail.com. Cheers.